with the Wallace Brothers, yet another brother combination in Jefferson football history. We got older brother Greg, younger brother Joseph. Guys, what are some of your fond memories about Jefferson football? We'll start with you, since you're the oldest one, Greg.
Yeah, I'd say relationship building, with the coaches, but then also the team members. I mean, we have lifetime relationships that really have, just enrooted in, me growing up and, becoming a father and a business owner and best friends, and then being able to pass that on to my three boys who actually went through Jefferson, and two of them played football, but they focused more on lacrosse was their main sport. But how about you, Joseph?
Yeah, I would have to agree. It's the friendships that we made, growing up and playing football all the way from BA, right? And as you went up through the ranks and then the junior high where the BA teams meshed and grew, your friendship grew. And I still hang out with a bunch of those guys. There's like 12 of us that still get together and do things from, bowling, fishing, going to watch big other sports and stuff like that we'll get together, and golfing, things of that nature that we still are fairly close.
What was it about the sport of football that you kind of gravitated toward as something that you wanted to not only pursue at starting with BEA and Jefferson, and then even further than that?
Yeah, the competitiveness, the being part of a team, and really just gaining leadership skills, from the parents, from BA coaches on up to the high school coaches. They just prepared you to be a better person.
Yeah, and I like the physicality, right? So the hitting, the roughhousing, that's also why both of us actually wrestled as well, and were very successful wrestlers in high school. We were both actually recruited much heavier in wrestling than in football, to go to the next level. But I always kind of faded out in the spring in track because there was no physicality, and I just loved the hitting and physicality and roughhousing with the guys, and the friendships that we developed were also fun.
Who were some of the Jefferson coaches that were influential, not only in your football life, but in your life after football? Maybe one of them's right over there in Coach Shea, but besides him, and including him, who else stands out in that regard?
Moherrick.
Yeah,
Danny Moherrick, and Bianchi, who we just lost as well. And Lynch was awesome for sophomore year. Bird.
Birdie, and then Bruno Walter was obviously, very key. And it just always made it fun, but was serious, and there was an end goal and things that we're going to accomplish that were important, and made sure that we paid attention. At the end of the day, but had fun.
Yeah, they set the foundation for us to get to the next level, and also in our business careers. We're both business owners. We actually work with a lot of the alum. Greg Nelson, who is, I'm going to be on this interview as well. He was our accountant, both of our accountants. We worked with him for years. Bianchi, son Steve, he's our banker for our businesses and family as well. So it's Jefferson's a home and a community that you can grow with and develop those relationships that you trust.
What were some of the foundations that Jefferson football instilled in you that maybe you looking back, you didn't have those skills until you went through the Jaguar football program that helped you prepare for the rest of your life?
I wouldn't necessarily say they help more refine and instill them, make them more solid. I would have to say that hard work ethic, working together, trusting, your fellow teammates on what their assignment, that they were going to do what they needed to do so you could focus on what you needed to do with your assignment. That's what I'd have to say.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It was just building blocks and, foundation of, how we were brought up to, work hard and, treat people, like family and trust one another and within that you have to do that, as a team. Wrestling, we're out there individually, but football, that's one of the things I think both of us going to the next level and playing in college. It was the team, community, family togetherness that really kept us going in. The football, keeping that in our blood.
What makes Jefferson football such a community, such a family? You mentioned you work with several other former Jaguar football players of different eras you weren't even necessarily in school with at the same time. You've got former coaches sticking around with the program. What is it about this school and this team that make it such a family?
It's just relationships, trust. It's a community, and so I've been in Bloomington, actually in the same property since 1974. So graduated, came back, ended up buying my parents' house and said, "You got to move," and we ended up tearing down and rebuilding. So we have 3 boys, and they're already talking about, all right, when are you guys leaving? Because one of them want to take it over. So, but yeah, it's the community. People care about each other here, and they have each other's back, and it starts from the education system, the coaching system, and that's why I feel comfortable raising my family here. And our sister is in Bloomington, and Joseph just across the border. Couldn't find the right house and setting. He's in Eden Prairie, but
You can open and roll now. It's fine.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Do you have anything?
It's the trust and community that the whole school system, let alone through the sports systems, that you just develop, and then in that network, you meet and you're talking to friends or something, and they refer you to, someone else who's been through this community.